This is the Aqara T1 Motion Sensor. I've got this old model to save some money. Even though I've saved a bit of money, I had to pay the price of inconvenience because it's not connecting to my 11 years old SmartThings hub. It took me a couple of hours researching. Eventually, I got it working. And I learned a lot about downloading the latest Edge drivers for my Samsung SmartThings hub, making my SmartThings hub like new again. Hi everyone, welcome to another Sky Perspective video. So this is my first attempt connecting the Aqara T1 Motion Sensor to my SmartThings hub. I selected the Aqara partner device, and then Motion Sensor, and then the T1 sensor, and it started downloading the setup program. It asked me to scan the QR code on the device, but I don't see any QR code. I guess it's because this Aqara T1 motion sensor is an old model, so I skipped the step and manually set it up. So the next instruction is for me to press and hold the setup button on the sensor for 5 seconds, and then the blue indicator light will blink 3 times, indicating the sensor is now in setup pairing mode. Now all we need to do is wait for my Samsung SmartThings hub and this sensor to find each other. So I waited and waited and waited, and eventually I got tired of waiting, so I clicked into the help menu to see if I did anything wrong. And as I click into the menu, all of a sudden, this success screen popped up. Yay, it's connected. But it's connected as a generic sensor, not a motion sensor. It's like I can't program it to do anything when motion is detected. This is the if-then routine setup screen where I should be able to program if the motion sensor detected motion, then turn on the lights. But the only option I get is this condition. If the battery falls below a certain percentage, then do something. Now, where is the motion detect condition? Given this is set up as a Zigbee generic sensor, not a motion sensor, I suspect it's an issue with the driver. So I researched, and this led me to realize there is a whole SmartThings community site dedicated for SmartThings setup and troubleshooting. I've been using Samsung SmartThings for 11 years, and I never knew the existence of this community site because everything just connects and works seamlessly. So I found this thread specifically talking about how to resolve a Aqara motion sensor only set up as a generic sensor issue. The specific driver I need is this Zigbee Sensors Edge Driver YG. So I followed the link to sign in to enroll my SmartThings hub to this driver. Yes, they call it enrolled. And of course, I need to sign in to my Samsung account to access my SmartThings hub to enroll. And after I signed in to my Samsung's account, which is the account I use to configure my SmartThings hub, I'm asked to accept the terms of service of this driver. And after I accept, I can see the 2 hubs that I've got under my Samsung account. This second one is my Samsung M1 Smart Monitor, not the ones I want. The hub I want to enroll is my SmartThings hub, so this one. What's happening is the SmartThings server is now enrolling my SmartThings hub against this driver. So in future, my hub will get updates of this driver automatically. That's why they call it enrolled instead of calling it install the driver. And there we go. My hub is now enrolled to Yakov's SmartThings Edge Drivers beta version. And the next step is to install the actual driver. Oh wow, this developer has developed so many drivers for different remote end sensors. So referring back to the driver name in the previous screen, the driver I need to install is called the Zigbee Sensors Edge Driver YG. So So this one. And there we go. The driver is now installed on my SmartThings hub. After that, you know what? It's now set up as a Aqara Motion Sensor. Yay! But there is one more issue. This connection path is not a good setup. The motion sensor is connected to my kitchen uplight before connecting to the hub. If my kitchen uplight is off, the motion sensor will stop working too. So I switched off the kitchen light and went through the whole entire setup again to connect directly to the hub. And after that, it's working perfectly. Because the driver I've installed is an Edge driver, the motion detection is almost instantaneous. Edge driver don't rely on the internet, unlike the old Groovy drivers on SmartThings. I'll let you Google for SmartThings Edge driver and Groovy drivers to learn more. So this new driver allows us to program which device to turn on when motion is detected and auto turn off the device after 1 minute. Very ideal for my wardrobe lights and my study room light. We even have fine control like no motion interval. This is how long we want the motion sensor to stay in motion detected state before switching back and ready to detect motion again. At the moment, it's set to 30 seconds. I'm going to set it to 5 seconds to show you. So once motion is detected, after 5 seconds, it switches back, ready to detect motion again. And if I were to set it to 30 seconds again, it will stay in this motion detected state for 30 seconds before switching back. With this new driver, I'm very happy with Aqara sensor working with my SmartThings hub. Okay, let's test and see how fast it can switch on my study room lights. I'm going to set it here on my desk and point its sensors inwards towards where I'm sitting. Okay, the lights are off now and no motion detection. Let me walk in and sit down. See, it's almost instantaneous. Let me also test it in my walk-in wardrobe to automatically switch on this light when I walk in. Okay, the lights are off now and opening my closet now. There we go. It's super fast because of the Edge driver. So even though I had some hiccups at the beginning setting up this old Aqara model with my old SmartThings hub, I'm happy I got to learn something new. I discovered the SmartThings community and learned how to install and upgrade drivers of different brand devices. I also downloaded another driver for my IKEA rod rat light switch. Watch this video next on why SmartThings is my choice for my smart home system even after 11 years of using it. And before you go over, remember to like this video so it can spread to help a lot more other people. Thanks for watching this one and I'll see you in the next video.